Hello everyone, and I'm tired. Welcome back, or welcome to Morgan Mayer Studios and part 5. I'm gonna go with part 5 of drawing every single BreyerFest special run from this year. But for this guy, he is the Appaloosa on the old timer mold. His name is Hats Off to You, and he's done with a little Appaloosa blanket. The more that I looked at him, the more I started to like him, and now I kind of have the urge to buy him. I don't know, I don't know, he's just cute. Like, I like his hardware. He was really fun to draw. His sketch here, I decided to have him facing his butt. Like, I don't know, to the audience. That's the best word I can describe it with. And since he does come with a party hat and then his normal hat, I decided to have him with his normal hat and his mouth and then wearing his party hat, because, like, it's the theme, this whole theme of this year's, like, birthday bash. It's BreyerFest or Breyer/BreyerFest is celebrating its anniversary year. So here I'm getting all his hardware in, mapping out where I want his spots to be. For his expression, I kind of like his mold. He's sitting, he's very chill, he's very calm. He looks sleepy, so I tried to get that message conveyed with this sketch and with this drawing. But as I'm cleaning up the sketch and stuff, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. Just kidding, I'm back. You guys got like maybe 15 seconds of silence because I forgot that there was that short of a break. But for his eye, I wanted his eye to be kind of sleepy, like how I'm going on this mold looks sleepy idea here. I wanted his eye to be very calm, kind of looking back, holding his hat. He's very chill, very calm. So I wanted his eyelid a little bit low and his eyebrow slightly raised. He's very calm. He's sleepy like me. I'm tired, guys. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a week. It's been a very long week. Oh yeah, the thing about this drawing that sets it apart from most or all the drawings that I do for this series and series that are similar to this is he has hardware, and he has bridle on, and he has like those little, I don't know what they're called, like blinder things that driving horses wear. How I do this is I take my pencil and I just shade it in. I make it dark on the edges and maybe a little bit lighter in the middle to make that leathery sheen look pop. And for like the metally parts on his hardware, I leave those blank, and then later I will go back and shade those in if I need them a little bit darker. Same deal for the rest of the leather fancy stuff on him. Shade it in dark. Some pieces I will make darker than others, so other pieces that are either under or on top will pop a little bit more. But it's actually pretty easy to do this. It just takes a really long time, takes a lot of precision. But if you're gonna be drawing stuff like tack and tack, that's the word. Oh my gosh, I was calling it hardware and it's tack. But the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. And here up around this buckle, you can see how I made it super dark on the piece of overlapping leather, and then on the top I made it a little bit lighter and a little bit shinier. Okay, now the fun part, starting to add some of the shading. Like, well, my drawings are basically 100% shading. Spoiler alert, I do end up using color on his party hat. But anyways, I'm off topic again. Shading in here on his nose, I need to make it nice and dark to match his color. Up around his nostril, I need to make it nice and dark in there so it kind of blends out. For the nostril, you don't want a nostril to be one specific shape, because their nostrils, they kind of like blend out at the very bottom. You will see that, so over time I learned to have them blend out like that, and it looks a lot more realistic and a lot cleaner. You guys that have been here before know the whole drawing drill. You guys that are new to the channel, you can see that I'm mapping out my darker points of his color, making sure that I match the shade of gray that I want to the horse's coat. And then I go back in, make it a little lighter, and I always take my finger, blend it out, go back in and erase if I need to. And at the same time, I also just kind of wing it. Practice makes perfect, guys. Okay, now done with his face, we are now moving down to his neck. I am so sorry about the glare of his tack, because I was doing this drawing at night. The number of outfit changes in this video are kind of crazy, because I was working on this a little bit like every day. But once again, so sorry about the glare. That was from my little overhead light. It made the glare because I was pressing really hard. What I'm doing here is I'm getting some dark points in on his neck to make his muscles pop. Okay, as we make progress on this drawing, I am now moving on to his Appaloosa blanket. For the dots, I just shade them in the same tone as the rest of his coat, and then later I'm going to blend that out with the Q-tip so it looks a little cleaner, and so it matches the texture of the rest of the drawing a little bit better. Okay, for this part, I tried a newer technique on doing my Appaloosa blankets. So here, what you can see me doing is I'm kind of taking my pencil and I'm doing little scribbles or nicks in the coat, because if you look at a real Appaloosa horse, not a model, but a real one, you can see how their Appaloosa blankets kind of blend into the rest of their coat, like the white and, let's say, chestnut, for example, they kind of blend together and they kind of overlap, and they have a type of mapping in a way, but it doesn't really look like mapping. I don't know, it just looks really flaky, and you can see the hair growth patterns a little bit better. So I decided to put that in on this drawing, and I'm sorry that my arm is in the way. Okay, we're back, but you can see how I did those little scribbles, for lack of better words, to make that Appaloosa blanket blend into the rest of his coat a little better. And now that the rest of his coat is done, I'm going to go in with my pencil and I'm going to very, very lightly and gently shade the dark points of the white bits of his coat there. Okay, I am now moving into the final little stages of this drawing, which is mane, tail, and hair by hair. For the mane, you guys know the drill, even though I keep forgetting to record the mane, but I did it this time. You guys should be proud that I finally remembered to hit the record button before I start on the mane. As I get those dark points in the mane in, like dark points between bits of hair, and then I take my pencil and I do streaks, making sure that I follow it the same direction every single stroke, and take my finger, blend it if I need to. And it takes a long time, but as you go through and as you make these streaks, it will slowly start to look more like hair. Oh, there's my arm again. Now for the tail. The tail on this guy was a little bit different than his mane or on tails of other horses that I've done before. The top of his tail is white and then it blends into a darker color because of his Appaloosa blanket there. So what I'm doing is I started light on the top, made it dark on the bottom, blended it together, and then took my pencil eraser and then did streaks to make it pop a little bit more. And now the hat. Shade it in. Make sure I get the silver band lighter than everything else. Pretty easy, making sure that I get that divot in the top as well. We're so close, guys. Hang in there. And finally, he is done. I hope you guys like him, and I hope you guys like his adorable party hat that he has. He turned out really nice. I really like how this guy turned out, and I really liked how his Appaloosa blanket turned out. I really hope that you guys are still enjoying the series, and I will see you in the next part. Bye-bye!